Virginia, home to James Madison, father of the Constitution, and mother of some of the most electric crowds in all of college football when they come out to support the Dukes. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Miami, Ohio Redhawks, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack. And the Dukes will put total leather to crank us up. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Miami, Ohio's offense is on the field for the first time today. And here he comes, a man who epitomizes the phrase, the tight end's always open, David.
And yes, he is, Reese. And it's so cool. The tight end position now has evolved so much. You can move him all over the field, and you can really highlight a guy of his ability.
Too big for safeties to cover and too fast for linebackers to cover. This is a weapon they've got to take advantage of.
The give to the back. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
Brings up second down.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. And the Redhawks will snap it on first and 10.
That's a first down for the offense.
Looking to move it through the air. Floats it out in space. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Weaver. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Looking to go up top on first down. He's got his man.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. They keep attacking through the air. And this is going to be incomplete on third. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dukes offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Steps away. Going to try to get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Stokes. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Off play action on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Wide receiver shows motion. Grab behind the line. It's Stokes. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Dukes have their offense in high gear. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They'll go to the ground. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. 8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They have had the ball for a week and a half. Play number 10 coming up. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Now the play fake. Starting to feel a little pressure. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. They're setting up the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. And the Dukes line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. Fast motion from the offense. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He's right on target. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. It's complete. Lining up trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. The Red Hawks will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. He'll ride his man on the option. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. That'll do it here in the quarter, guys, and Miami, Ohio has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Got it, looking for a first. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Dukes have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. He's got it. Off he goes. Touchdown, James Madison. A great catch and run for 6.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working. Getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 7-3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Fresno State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Bulldog Stadium, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football.
Wait.
It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to UTEP. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down.
First down for the offense.
They'll keep it on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
And they're able to get him down.
Well, going RPO on that second down, the idea was they were going to have to throw and try to get a big chunk of yards to maybe get the first or set up third and short, but no problem because your quarterback's playing smart football right now. He takes off running when no one's there. Now you've given yourself a good chance to convert this third down because of the quarterback's decision.
And the Redhawks are on the move. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got his man quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. They'll run play action. Gets it out quickly. No chance to run, but still a good gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Between the uprights, it's good.
That makes the score James Madison 7, Miami, Ohio 6.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. He wants to throw it. Finds his big tight end. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. And the Dukes will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Pulls and fires complete.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly to the tight end.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. That can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll pull it down. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Red Hawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And it's caught! Touchdown, Miami!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Pulls it in on the left. Afterburners coming. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. They'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down. The play action fake. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The inside handoff. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Dukes will punt it away on fourth down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. First down here for the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a
touchdown, Dukes! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point gives them the lead of 14-13. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Fires to the middle. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Fires to the right. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete. And the Redhawks will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He'll start this drive firing. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. They'll line up for a second down play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves a great broadcast so far today in Harrisonburg. Each of these two offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these two passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. And with that, let's head back to the guys at Bridgeforth Stadium.
The Redhawks will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments and pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man,
running toward the tape. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up. But this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. First and 10 from the 24. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Comes out throwing on first down. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Unloads to the wideout. And that ball is picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, and it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
And that's good enough for 1st down.
Quick strike complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. And the Red Hawks are moving quickly down the field.
1st down for the offense.
Quarterback on the keeper. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Offense gets set for 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
He's looking to throw. He's got his man. The ball squirts free. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch, but guys, you got to secure the ball and put it away. The play's not over. Give the defender credit for knocking it loose, and the defense jumps on it.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Off the play fake. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Good, disciplined defense on that play. It's 3rd and long, right? You're not going to bite on a play fake. Nobody's going for that. Everyone knows it's a passing situation, and they use their speed to get to the QB.
And the Dukes will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. He gets a block. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Red Hawks offense heads to the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Setting up the screen.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, and letting them get some positive yards.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And with that, they've taken the lead.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Working that left side now. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Use the play fake, now to throw. Find space on the right. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That'll do it here in the quarter, guys, and Miami, Ohio has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. To the air on 1st down. Looking to scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Stream.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. 6th play of the drive coming up. The give out of the gun. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Touchdown, James Madison! They move on top here in the 4th. He has been surgical. Precision passing, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Northwestern has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since the walk with a send-off, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Penn State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. He'll set up to throw. They've got the screen set up. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup. The Redhawks look to keep this drive humming. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down for this offense. The snap sets up the throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And the ball is picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Quick release by the QB. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
On the play. Third down coming up.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Dukes will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Line gets set, first down. Running back searching for a hole. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. He's going for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Great job up front on this pass rush. Defense in a dime personnel grouping. They've got 6 DBs on the field. They're expecting pass, so they're going to have to win with 4 guys. And they're 4-1. They got the job done.
And the Redhawks decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Let's see what he can do with it. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Offense at an empty set. Wide out in motion. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Pulls it in. It's Stokes. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's going to take off. At the 40, there he goes. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Dukes headed quickly to the line.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. And just so gifted when he's in the open field. That's going to really give a jolt to his offense. On second down, he'll fire. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Nice sack by the defense. Great job getting to him, getting him on the ground. That's the 4th sack of the day. This defense has had some bright moments, but they've also given up some big plays. Keep rushing the quarterback, but keep that coverage intact in the back end.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Quickly out to the tight end. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Still up by 5 after missing that chance to put a little padding on it, guys.
21, Miami, Ohio, 16.
The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Getting some heat. Safe completion on the screen. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He wants a big play here late. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's a back-breaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Takes the handoff. It's Pitts. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Dukes will try to run out the clock in the final minute. To the ground with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Dukes send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Wants to throw on 1st down. They're bringing heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Snagged in the middle, it's Simpson. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. Touchdown, Redhawks. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Up by 1, they're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. He's looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone. You had to go for 2 there, and they make it pay off. They're up by 3. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
21.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Looking to throw on second down. He's going up top here late in the game. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got it down the left side. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Dukes! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
How about the bomb? The Hail Mary coming out, and the offense executes it great. They throw the ball deep. Where's the defense? Man, you know this ball is going deep. You know they need it. They got to have it. And the defense just doesn't play great. Doesn't get to the football to make a play.
What a game. What a finish. Came down to one last play, and they get it done.
What a play to show up in that moment of the game and make that type of play. That type of individual effort is just magic, Dave.
No doubt. It's what you dream about, but those moments, you have to step up and make it, and big-time players like this come up and make a big-time play late in the game to get you the win.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.